What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tide, and at long last, I'd love to share with you a little known secret about the Call of Duty Modern Warfare throwing knife lethal equipment. But first, a little backstory as to how I discovered this super secret. As you well know, I'm working towards my next epic variant review for Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or as they're known in this game, Legendary Blueprint Reviews. You can see my first one, it's linked in the description down below. I'll have to earn all of my legendary variants this time around through gameplay because unfortunately, or should I say fortunately, there are no supply drops in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. There's no simple, easy way of unlocking variants. The only way to unlock variants of weapons is through leveling up and completing missions and challenges. One such mission, the Expert Gunsmith mission to unlock the Old Wounds Light Machine Gun, is a tiered system of 9 different challenges. The 8th challenge in that system is to earn 10 melee kills using the Fast Melee perk. The Fast Melee perk is a perk that's available on almost every, if not every single weapon in the game, and that's a perk attachment that will allow you to melee a little bit quicker. Now, I went ahead and put this on the X19, I believe, which is the first pistol, and I was running around and I got 2 or 3 kills in my very first game using the Fast Melee perk, and they tracked totally fine. Of course, this was during the first week or two of the game when missions weren't really tracking super well, so I was very closely monitoring what was tracking and what was not. By the end of that game, I managed to level up and unlock the throwing knife. So I put the throwing knife on every single class because, of course, it's the throwing knife, and I love that thing, and it's a classic, so that's happening. Put it on every single class. The next game, I went ahead and I easily finished the challenge. I had 3 down out of 10 fast melee kills, and I must have fast melee killed like 12, 15 people in the next game. I was going off, I was meleeing everybody, and nothing tracked. I thought the mission was just broken, but that was when I found out if you have the throwing knife equipped on your class and you have not yet thrown it, it actually acts as an insta-kill melee, like the classic combat knife melee where you put your gun down and take out a knife and swing a knife. That is what happens if you have the throwing knife still in your satchel, still in your pocket, instead of having thrown it. As soon as you throw the throwing knife, you will go back to regular melee and you'll hit them with your gun again. So it wasn't tracking any of my melee kills because they weren't weapon melee kills. They were actually throwing knife kills or combat knife kills. Now, I did test this and it doesn't work with the combat knife. So if you have the combat knife as your secondary weapon, I figured, well, maybe if you have knives of any type in your inventory, then you'll always have a knife melee. But that is not the case. With a combat knife secondary, this does not work. But as long as you have a throwing knife in your inventory, you can get a one-hit insta-kill melee every single time until you throw that throwing knife. And yes, as soon as you pick the throwing knife back up off the ground, you can go ahead and insta-kill melee people again. Now, this works really well with the shrapnel perk, which allows you to have 2 lethals. You can throw one and keep one if you want to melee people a little bit quicker and kill them a little bit faster. This definitely cancels out the breacher device attachment. There are some negatives to using the breacher device, which allows your weapon to get a one-hit kill melee. You can just use a throwing knife and get that one-hit kill melee anyways. You've seen it happening in the gameplay all throughout this video, and I'm even going to show you the little melee animation and how that changes based on whether or not you have a throwing knife in your inventory or not right here at the end. But guys, that's the little secret that I found out about the throwing knife in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Just a hidden little secret that if I hadn't been going for this fast melee challenge and if I hadn't have put the throwing knife on my class halfway in between the challenge and not known it, I never would have figured this out. This is a really cool Easter egg, and honestly, it's very beneficial. It puts the throwing knife a step above a lot of the other equipment, in my opinion, because it's a dual purpose weapon now. Now you have insta-kill melees on every weapon that you use, with the exception of the riot shield, I think. Obviously, because you're holding the riot shield, you're going to hit them with the riot shield and not pull out a knife, but you can also throw the throwing knife as a long distance lethal as well. So definitely check out the throwing knife if you haven't already. I hope you enjoyed this shorter video, guys. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I will have more videos coming very soon. My days off are coming up and I'm going to grind some uploads. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys on the next one.